Hi everyone, I'm alive, I'm not dead. So this is going to be really the first video apart from the one with Mick, what I've done since I brought my ribs. I would just like to thank everyone that sent get well wishes. So thank you for that, much appreciated. I didn't kill Howard, because it was his fault. He's not on the Christmas dinner table. As you can see, it's Christmas Eve. So I'd just like to wish us all a Merry Christmas. And I'm not keeping that twat on because it's done me head in. So in this video, I've got my Redwood cuttings, which I'm going to be potting up into pots. Get them into your own pots. Just get them out of there and in. I'll give you a look at them because I tried different thicknesses of cuttings. So I'll show you them as we take them out of the pots. So no further ado, let's get into it. As you see, got all different thicknesses. I haven't gotten as many as I would like, what I normally get. But anything's better than nothing. I've got a few twin trunks, which I'll be removing and just having one stem as we go. So we'll have a look at tray number 1, which is only one in. There's a few that didn't take, so you can see that they're all different thicknesses. I'm going to keep the moss. Might as well cultivate my own moss. Lovely. There's the one that took roots, but it's dead, so it's been wet for too long. That's a shame. There's a canny fuel like that. Just died off once it's put roots out. Look at all the roots that one's put on in here. So I've done these last winter, or was it just before the winter? Can't remember, I'd have to have a look. So that was one cutting from there, and all this is new growth. What I'm going to do is it's got a funny colour, so it's got all them roots on just on that cutting. I want to take that one off there. Take that one back to them 2 buds, because there's nothing on the end of there apart from the 2 buds back there. I'll just take that off there. In fact, I've got a bud coming underneath it, so I'm just, instead of having one thick branch up the tree, I'll take that off from there. I've got my glasses on. And we'll just start all the new buds again on this plant. I am going to give it a root prune. this root here is too high because the nursery's starting further down the tree. So I want to take that off. Take that one off. That one will fold round into there, and we'll start and get a nice root playing on this tree. My camera looks a bit misty. So that's going to be one out of the cutting. What I might do is even put some wire on just to put a bit of shape into the plant. And we'll just let it grow like crazy next year. So that's one. And let's move that out of the way. In this one we've got a few different thicknesses. Again, I want to be keeping the moss. There's another one that didn't work out. I usually get about 70% of the redwood cuttings, but not so much last year. Like I says, I was trying different thicknesses, so I was going from thin to thick to thicker, and even a branch, which I'll show you last, which even worked. So I was surprised at that. Alright, that's enough. Can't be arsed with it. So this one's already got some nice movement in it. I'm just going to leave them roots on for now, because there's not many on this one, and we'll just pour it up like that. Again, it's got a nice bend in the trunk there. That looks dead. This one's got a root growing underneath, so when I pour it, I'll pot it out flat like that, and we'll start and create the nabari. Maybe something like that. I think I need some bigger pots. I didn't know they would have this much roots on them. Prune them back a bit for some buds. these cuttings, I took off a parent tree because I've got one near the greenhouse, so I take cuttings off it every year. The size of the roots on that one, it's a big bad boy. Back to that. I've got one underneath, didn't work, so I wanted to take that out. So we've only got 3 on there, so what I'll do is I'll try and space it out as we pot it up. I don't know why my camera looks a funny colour. Might be because the heater's on. Turn that heater off. That's a bit better, a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. That's better, man. That's a lot better. Clean the camera. Just going to cut these high roots off. What's right up the tree. Then we've got enough to spread out to start creating a nabari. I think that one's a little too high from where I want the nabari to start. I'll take that off there. Then we've got this up there. So I've took that off there. I've ripped the bark a bit like. Then we've got the twin trunk again. If we come up that way, it's going to be straight. If we come up that way, we've got a little kink, then up. So I'm going to take that one off. So we start creating taper as we sorting the root system out. I hope, anyway. I'm just digging about because I've done big cuttings, little cuttings, tiny stubs, just to see what would work. There was another one that didn't work. As you can see, it's just dead. Won't just snap it. This is another one. It's only got one in this pot. Unfortunately, the rest didn't survive. But we've got some nice moss out of it. Don't know what I'm going to do with the moss now, but it's winter. Oh, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That's another one that didn't work. Bloody hell. The roots on this bad boy. The roots on that bad boy. So obviously, them's too long. So we've got 2 sets of little roots coming out of there. We've got the one big root there which splits into 2. And that one there. So we've got loads of roots on this which is coming around the trunk. The only thing is when I pot it, I want to try and bend that one round into there so we try and get a radial pattern. Once we pot it up, I want to take this one off here because it's too thick. I'll take that off there, that one off there. I've got two little ones coming out there. Watch this off. I think that'll do for that. Look at the thickness on this one. It's about the size of my finger. Just a bit smaller. But then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming off it. Yeah, which way do we go? Well, we're going to have to get shot of that, and that. And I'm going to clean these cuts up here. So that'll do for now. What we're trying to do is create taper so we don't have to use wire. Well, that's a nice little stubby tree, that one. I'm surprised that one worked because I've never had one work that thick before, considering the thickness of these little ones, which were just twigs. But that was a nice little stump, that one. I'm going to clean all this mess up and we'll come back and pot them up. As you can see, I'm getting 7 trees out of the cuttings. My potential trees. Some have nice root spread and some's just got a few roots, which we can work on over the coming years. I've never cut them 2 branches off there because I'm going to wire them down and start creating welcome branches, and we'll put some shape into that, just a little bit, just for it to grow. I'll get a bit wire on these, then we'll start putting them into some pots. I could start a forest or a group, but I've already got 2 redwood groups. I think we'll just get them in some pots and see what happens next year. For the ones with the big root spread, I've got some plastic training pots. They might look a bit big for the twig in the pot, but at least it'll give it loads of room to grow over the next coming season. Well, we'll stick some wire on them and we'll go from there. This wire might look a bit heavy because I'm just trying to use it up what's on the roll. What? So me breaking my ribs 3 weeks ago. My wife was at the doctor's yesterday and she's got pneumonia. So I think I'll be doing the Christmas dinner. I hope they like it burnt, because I'm not a chef. Nearly poked my eye out there, like. Take that off there. Back to that. 3. Are you all getting anything nice for Christmas? Leave a comment and let us know what you're getting. I hope you all have a canny Christmas. That's the way I talk. I hope you all have a nice Christmas and a happy new year, because I know I'm going to have a shed load of drink. In fact, I'll get one sound. My 9-year-old son out, Caden, who was saying before doing a video, he just found out on TikTok a couple of weeks ago that there's no Santi. So it's going to be a crap year this year. At place I've got the grandkids, so I'm going to pretend there's Santi with them. My grandson's 3 tomorrow. He was born on Christmas Day. The little bugger. I want some thin wire on that one. This thick one's my favourite. I think that's the best up to now. I do like that one. Plus I like that other one with a nice road spread. That and some of the rest. Some thin wire. People might be thinking that it might be a bit small for wiring, but far better start putting tape into it now than later on when it's too heavy. If you can hear a bird in the background, it's that quail what my brother-in-law hasn't come for. Shitheaded. It's just a bit of noise, that's it. On the floor. Okie dokie. Same mix as always. Tree roses, shrub and potting grit. See, I've got the training pots for the ones with a nice road spread. So I'm just going to shove it down. Put the roots in a radial pattern. Add some more soil. You all know this bit anyway. What I want to do is just give it a little lift up and put the soil underneath. I won't have to put no stones or anything on these to keep them still, because I'll be putting them into there. 2 seconds, phone's ringing. Sorry about that, had to go and hide some Christmas presents. If there's any kids watching, because Santi didn't have room on his sleigh. We'll just top this up and we'll go to the next one. I'm not bothered about presentation because they're not standing nice shows. I'm going to keep ducking down. Showing me heed, because it's that big, my head, it's full of knowledge. Okie dokie. Tree Umino 2. So we can get them roots round. Get me skizzers because they're a bit big. Spread that out. Like I say, we've got little roots growing down there. So if them taking time, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roots spread around the tree, or plant, or Shilopite, if you want to call it that at the minute. I'm just trying to create a radial pattern out of the roots. It's not right in the pot. I've just had to pour it in so I can get the roots across there. Looks Shilopite. Up a bit and go underneath. We'll get this one done. I'll do the rest, but I'll just speed it up instead of watching this pot 7 trees, because you'll be bored out your head. I was going to say something else there, like. Do us a favour and hit the early like button. It'll help the channel out. I know your fingers work because you all press skip ads, so I'm sure you can press the like button and subscribe. Cheeky, aren't they, because it's Christmas? So please hit the like button. You skip the ads, you can hit the like. Ta-da! Plus press it because it's Christmas. I'm doing this on Christmas Eve. Tree number 2. So I'll just keep going. I'll speed it up. I tell you what, cheese bite. What time is it? It's 10 to 5 here in the UK. 7 o'clock somewhere in the world, isn't it? Merry Christmas. Bring you in and give you a look at them before I stick them in the greenhouse and water them. They'll be in the greenhouse till the spring now, so we'll revisit them in the spring. The bit movement doesn't look too good, but by the time they thicken up and get to somewhere near a tree, it should look okay. Maybe it's in about 80 years like. But what I'll do is I'll keep them in these pots till next year. And when we flower, we raise planters, get some space, put them in there for a few years. I'll just bring you in and give you a quick look. Like I say, they don't look like much, but they're just cuttings from different sizes, from about 7mm up to 15mm. And plus all that moss. So happy days. So that's it for this video, just a little video on potting down redwood cuttings. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please subscribe. And from me and Howard, Merry Christmas, and if you're across the pond, happy holidays, and we'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da, folks! Howard! Hey, what's it? Want a ducky bow tie on, son? Ducky bow tie.